What's up, beautiful souls? Your boy Loon is back with another subreddit video, and today we are on r/NotHowGirlsWork. You guys know the deal. This one's in the title. It's just Not How Girls Work. Some goofy posts, and we're gonna be looking at the top ones of the week on the page and run through them. But before that, I want to have two quick announcements. First off, we are starting to stream soon, guys. We're gonna be on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube live. I expect to start either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. I'm leaning towards Monday and Tuesday, though. Just letting you guys know, we are gonna be doing a live stream, and we're gonna be doing a Reddit read to start. Probably Nice Guys or one of the bangers will be the first edition, and then eventually I'll add in the gaming content and other things like that. The other announcement I wanted to say is for the remainder of this month, just this month, my Patreon is going to be dropped to just $5 a month. So you guys got to check that out if you guys are interested in exclusive content every single day. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into today's r/NotHowGirlsWork. Yeah, on today's episode of What Object Are Women? We're Money. Okay, that's the title. So we have someone who posted on, I guess, that looks like maybe Twitter. I don't know. It says, if you got $100 in your pocket, and you find $1 on the floor, you're still gonna pick it up, right? And there you go. That's why boys cheat. What? Did you just compare women to a dollar bill? That is like the worst. I feel like somebody got caught cheating and then just utilized that as a form of like, oh yeah, like come on. Some guys will do anything and create any scenario and do all it takes except just not cheat. Let's see what the response was from this girl. They said, would you still pick it up even if it meant that you had to throw away the $100 in your pocket? There you go. That's why boys are stupid. Damn, that is a great rebuttal. I will say that's a good one because yeah, if the $100 will leave if you pick up that one, is it really worth it, boys? Think about that next time you guys ponder adultery. Let's see what the comments say. Yeah, because women are currency, something to add to you. Wonderful episode of men who are incapable of mutual human relations. Yeah, it's so goofy. Anyone who thinks like this, like the red pill culture of like, women are only here to add to men's like lives. It's kind of sad because it's like, if you do find a girl who contribes to that, or a woman, they probably won't be like that great. I mean, I'm not trying to say like any guy or girl who would be willing to be considered just an add-on in someone's life. It's kind of crappy because it's like you don't even love yourself. I don't know. I'm gonna end it on that, and we're gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna end up going on like 8 tangents this time. I'm so sick of these quote unquote jokes. Okay, we have somebody, Dr. Kate Lister here posting a threads, I think, or a X post saying, can we stop coding the Elon/Trump meltdown as somehow feminine? They're not gay men divorcing. They're not being bitchy. They're not mean girls, etc. They are two grown-ass men who cannot control their own emotions or ignore intrusive thoughts. I'm going to say this, the whole like considering them being girly and stuff, it can be funny in some of the memes for sure, but I think it's better to reference them as being immature because I feel like the way they're acting is more immature than it is just being men and women and stuff, because I feel like in history, men have also acted like that. Women have also acted like that. It's just a lack of maturity. I feel like maturity is the better, term to joke about. And yet men are always saying how emotional women are. It's goofy. My dad is a prime example of this. He will constantly say how logical and not emotional he is compared to my mom when he is the most emotional F around. My sister had to stage an intervention to confront him about his anger problems. Yeah, that's a thing. Men will often say, and women too, the society will often say like women are more emotional. And that might be true in a sense of like outer showing of emotion, but guys are usually the ones to pent it up and then just unleash. Like, it's just not good. It's not good. And that's why I'd like to consider myself more on the emotional side. If you guys need to cry, just cry. It feels amazing. Like, watch Free Rens episode 1 and 2. You'll sob, I promise. I did. Going on to the next one. Because there aren't Japanese women... Oh, I gotta blur that. Because there aren't Japanese women who do corn on the cob, right? /S. So I'm going to blur it from here on out. and it's gonna say, I think I can actually unblur this because it's gonna cut the part out, but it's a picture of a girl who's on the floor of a street, and she's doing a peace sign like sideways and putting her hands together, but she's creating a shadow that looks like Hello Kitty, which is honestly freaking cute and very creative. How the hell did she even come up with this idea? Like, you have to be on a next level of drunk or something to just be like, wait, or just creative. For me, I'm not creative unless I'm hammered. I was playing. But like, she's coming out here doing that and then coming up the Hello Kitty sign. That's awesome. And then the original post said, "Milady," and someone retweeted this. And again, I can't show it on the screen. It says, "Japanese women are doing things like this, and American women are getting tattoos and posting on only ceiling fans. Incredible." What do you mean? This is a prime example of guys or girls, any human beings, playing the comparison game without actually knowing like logistics. They're always, it's grass is always greener, right? Because what do you mean? There are a lot of Japanese women that also are on, you know, ceiling fans. And then they're also doing corn on the cob and stuff like that as well. It's actually the industry of Japanese, it's a whole market as well. So that's like crazy to differentiate. And it's like, oh, but American women. Also, what is this notion on women getting tattoos? What's wrong with that? It's so weird. Like, it's 2025 and we still haven't like normalized tattoos being like pretty cool and an expression of like art. I know so many. I'm gonna argue that I find women even more attractive if they have tattoos. It's crazy that a lot of, and it's a lot of these incel cultures and stuff. Not all. I'm not gonna say all incel, but like the incel IS forums, a lot of them are like, oh, girls with tattoos are disgusting. And I'm like, brother, you know, I'm glad you feel that way because it's more for me. I think tattoos are hot. But granted, I'm biased. I have like a fucking lot of them. All right, this next one is facepalm. Mixed signals. Is someone said mixed signals, and it's the Padme meme where it says, "Padme, no, Anakin, we can't be together. The outfit that Padme choose during this conversation." You know what? I'm gonna say this. Well, let me read the comments before I say this. Not related to this post, but I love Padme's outfits. She's such a fashion icon in Star Wars. Yeah, I agree as well. Very hot. I mean, Padme was sending mixed signals, but it was not because of the dress. I'm not gonna sit here and say this is not how girls work or how girls work. All I'm gonna say is I know there are times where, like, let's say you're about to break up with someone because of something that they did, and you want to look fucking good doing it because you want the other person to know what they're missing out on. So like, what's wrong with that? Yeah. So, all right, this is an interesting one. This one says, "Be thankful," quote unquote. Oh, brother, this is gonna be bad. I also want to reiterate, guys, the point of these videos are to goof at, oh, hey, you playing with some toys? Sorry for the background noise. My cat's playing with this ball toy. I'll put it in the other room real quick. Yeah, the point of these are just to goof at, I want to say, like, a lot of the guys that I know and a lot of my guy followers and subscribers, we're way smarter than this. So this isn't like a us versus them thing. This is genuinely just reading silliness online. Oftentimes, sometimes we'll even see women say stupid stuff. I just wanted to point that out. It's not an us versus them thing that I'm doing here. But anyways, this one says, "Be thankful." And the original post says, another one, "If men actually hated women as much as the internet wants you to think they do, we would be second-class citizens with no rights. We have rights and safety because men keep us safe." What? "If they truly wanted us to be baby machines like in The Handmaid's Tale, that would happen." Okay, so response to that, "Fact, if men wanted to take women's rights and keep them in cages, men easily could. There is nothing women could do about it, not physically nor mentally. Be thankful us men outside of Islam are actually nice to you and never take it for granted." How do I say this? You guys are dumb. You guys realize, like, we're in a society where if we did anything where we took a right away from any group, you realize how insane of a thought that is, right? Because that's just World War II asking to happen. That's literally what happened in World War II. We took rights away from, and then it became even more like, how do we not learn from history, guys? Like, what are you guys even talking about? The fact that you guys are even thinking about this stuff, and I love how it says outside of Islam, like, Jesus Christ. Get it? Jesus Christ, Islam. They hate that. But yeah, man, that is crazy that guys actually believe this. And you know what's funny? I bet you the guys that are posting this or like talking about this, is it guys? I think it's guys. At least the one that said fact is a guy. I'm pretty sure if you get in the ring with like a Ronda Rousey, or not, I guess that's a bad example because Ronda Rousey isn't in the game as much anymore. But like an Amanda Nunes, you're probably gonna get your ass beat, Bo. I'd get my ass beat by Amanda Nunes. I'm not saying that all guys would, but crazy to say that they couldn't do anything physically about it because there are some women out there, man. But yeah, let's move on. That's a silly one. Actually, let's read the comments. I'm curious. Physically subjugating the entire female group prove much tougher than these guys might imagine. History class tends to leave out the fight for women's rights included a lot of arson. Men generally tend to assume that women don't resort to violence. However, the statistics show that no fault of divorce also decreased the number of married men suddenly dying young. Oh, that's a good point. You know, guys who think like this, I highly recommend them watch, I think it's a Amazon Prime original, if I'm not mistaken. Why Women Unalive, but the K word. It is Paramount Plus. Yeah, you guys should watch this because this show right here, I mean, not even like promoting it or anything. First season was amazing. I haven't seen the second season, but that's a prime example that throughout history, if we don't stop respecting, there are times that you think that these girls won't rebel and stuff in a situation like this, but they will rebel in much more cunning ways than you'd imagine. And I highly recommend those of you that didn't watch it, because that's a good one. It's pretty funny too. Still labeling women as cars in the big 25, okay? A man who has driven many cars is an expert, but a car driven by many men is junk. This isn't just about cars. It's so funny that how much these guys will compare something, because then you could just reverse it, right? Okay, this goes back to the mileage thing, right? Because then what if you flipped it, right? What if a woman who drives many cars, wouldn't they also be an expert at driving cars? But then the car, which in this metaphor that I'm making is the guy, then you're a junk. So it's like, it's just, these are bad metaphors. You guys can make a little bit better, I feel like. Like if you're gonna do something like this, at least make it funny and hard to like debate. Like these are just like, you could flip it and it'd just be the same. But multiple drivers doesn't degrade a car. This is about cars, by the way. Yeah, literally, this is exactly what I just said. A woman who has driven many cars is an expert, but a car that has been driven by many women is junk. Same exact thing could be applied. All right, I'm gonna leave my screen to blur the bad word here, and it says disgusting. All right. Step your game up, ladies, is what r/SipsT says. And it's from a X post by Lucas, schizo_freak. It says, to all women, if you were actually good at cuddling, you'd be able to figure out how to finish from it. And this is why we're on Not How Girls Work, because that's literally not how girls work. If I'm not mistaken, most women do know how to with their own usage of stuff, right? It just means that you don't know how to, buddy. Like, I don't know how to explain that. And there are cases where some women genuinely can't. It's just the way that their anatomy is built. It's just the way, like, it's a little bit more rare, but guys like this, he just kind of outed himself for saying that he doesn't know how to be good at cuddling. Because you just projected. Because you can't make and I'll explain to Lucas here. Lucas, have a seat, buddy. Guys, most of us know how to cuddle ourselves, right? We cuddle by ourselves every now and then. Most of us, I would say. And then girls, they be cuddling with themselves too. Not all, but a lot of them. And now when it comes to cuddling together, wouldn't you technically say by your logic that women are the better ones at cuddling because they can be in the act and have us finish the game? But if you can't help the girl finish the game, then in theory, you're the one that's bad. You're the player in that scenario, and then they're also playing in that scenario as well. So then, I don't know. Just saying. But who am I? I'm just a guy on Reddit reading stuff. All right, we're going to blur this one. It says the pro-life Reddit subreddit is just gold. Actually, I think I can hold it like this and still show you guys. There we go. So All right, we got the pro-life subreddit is just gold. And then the first one says white women when they unalive their unborn babies. And it's like the guy like partying, meme, smiling. Then we got the guy crying, saying white women when they see a ad for aid animals. Okay, not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. I'm gonna also say though, this is pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's accurate and the reason I don't think it's accurate is because I think it's a lot of people that believe in pro-life in this scenario could be applied here. We're not actually happy about this. Or not pro-life, sorry, I said that so wrong. Pro-choice, because I'm pro-choice as well. I'm pro women get to do whatever the hell they want with their bodies because it's their bodies. It's not my body. It's not my choice. Not my choice. I'm very Dave Chappelle when it comes to that. And if you guys watch Dave Chappelle, you understand what he says and his stance on that. But yeah, so I don't think anyone's ever happy about it. But at the same time, this part is kind of funny. The white women when they see the ad, that part's kind of funny. It's obviously hyperbole though. I hate how people add white before women to get away with the obvious misogyny. Yeah, that is a very American thing we do. Classic American thing we do here. It's as if we add white just to like gain a little bit of like team up from people who aren't white, as if they are not actually just talking about that. Adding the word white makes it not misogynist anymore somehow. Yeah, for real. I made friends in Minecraft with this guy who seems nice, but when we started talking, he got very upset that I said I never wanted to get married. Why are you upset about other people's life decisions? Brother, what? All right, so, and also we're on Minecraft. Just like the least serious place to be talking about this. And then the guy goes, bro, you don't even want to get married? That's selfish AF. You females, oh, brother, females. You females don't care about men at all. Yeah, incel tears for real. Maybe you should take one for the team and just suck it up and be a wife. Ever think of that? What do you mean suck it up? Brother, what? Yeah, this is the most telling incel of all time. Because like, yeah, just take away all your self-choice and autonomy and just marry some guy that doesn't have anything going for him. You should do that because why not? That's selfish of you. Also, what's wrong with being selfish? We're all the main characters of our own lives. I feel like everybody deserves to be selfish. With the exception of like, if you have a kid, like even that, but even then you still have to have some form of selfishness. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, how the hell do you expect to take care of anyone else or a husband or anything? Like insanity. This is silly. This is a silly one. I love how it's on Minecraft, man. Something about the 8-bit just gets me. Take one for the team incel maybe. Yeah, that's the most incel thing you could say. I mean, it's so projecting that. Did they ever think that we did think of that and didn't want it? You should tell them to reconsider, and you're going to marry a woman. You'd still be a wife. Oh, good one. Then he'd be like, no, but then you're being selfish because you're not with us guys who are lonely. Some women want to be childless. It must be a neurological disease. You'll change your mind. You'll never want them when you're older. And this is a TikTok. And someone in the comments says, some of y'all don't even know how your brains are supposed to work, and it shows. Projecting. Did any of you go to get neurological help when your cerebellum? I think cerebellum. I'm so bad at reading. Which is supposed to kickstart maternal instincts failed you. It happens at a set age range from all women. Yes. What source do you have, brother? Like, where did you get this fact? So you should be very well aware if you have the disorder or not. And there is a simple treatment for that. If you don't want to be healthy and functioning at full capacity, that's fine. But you physically aren't supposed to feel that way. LMAO. And it is a factual discovered neurological disease you are all suffering from. What do you mean, brother? I'm curious if he had to deal with all the side effects of being pregnant, would he do it? I'm curious about that. Okay, look, I'm all for having babies. Like, I love my niece. I probably want kids. Most likely, 99.9% want kids of my own, and I'm also open to adoption. I'm putting that out there, right? But at the same time, I can totally respect when a woman or a man, and believe it or not, there are dudes out there that do not want to have kids. I know one. He's a really good friend, actually. Shout out if you're watching this. You know who you are. But yeah, there's people out there that don't want kids because kids is a huge burden. And then on top of being a burden for us guys in terms of finance and things like that, it could be a burden to a woman's body for the rest of their lives sometimes. And sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is. And so like imagine having to deal with this. How is that a neurological disease? What the hell are you even talking about, brother? Yeah, this guy is a big old dummy, but it's okay. He's probably just ignorant. My best friend sent me this facepalm cringe. About this page, built to break limits, designed to build, follow. Men between 20 and 35 need to hear this. That is a wide range. 20 to 35? Jesus. Like, I can't even imagine a 35. Well, actually, I have some 35-year-old friends, and I have, like, some 21, 22-year-old friends that, like, I drink with, I guess. Do you know the meaning behind ABG? Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I almost said my alphabet wrong. A boy can do everything for a girl. Let's dissect that part. Can they? You're like, any human being. No, because we can't give birth for a girl. We can't swap out like, oh, tag me in. I got you, coach. Like, can't do that. So I guess that's technically wrong. I was gonna say, yeah, technically, but no, there are certain things that literally we cannot do. Now reverse it. GFEDCBA. Okay, it feels like I'm on a sobriety test. Girls forget everything done. What? Catch new boy again. What? Wait, if we're gonna reverse it, it would be girl for everything, do can boy a. What are you talking about? What? This is so stupid. Who made this? Everyone here is 24 unless stated. This guy got cheated on by his girlfriend and the girl was my friend too, so I can confirm that. I did my best to help him. Both his sisters are 23 and 21, left classes to stay with him to ease pain. His mother comforted him. But this ungrateful guy blames all the girls. And the funniest part is he never fully blames his own manipulative ex. He says that she was too innocent and stupid, and hence the guy got him with his charms. Oh my God. Wow, you're not even gonna blame the dude? That's crazy. And then he goes on and blames every other girl, typical red-pilled stuff. He totally forgot that he has two sisters who supported him through the hard times, one of which was being mentally A by her ex-boyfriend about 2 years ago. Wouldn't that technically be GFEDCBA? Yeah, that was just such a dumb. I feel like I lost a couple brain cells trying to understand this. God forbid a woman is in a previous relationship. Okay, deny her. Don't let them get away with it anymore. Okay. She wants 20K ring, 80K car, 500K home. Hold up. I want the 500K home too. I also want the 80K car. I don't want that high of a ring. So I'll say that one is wrong. Yeah, also, if a girl wants this from me, I'm not the one for you, Bo. I'm not going to buy you a house. What the fuck do I look like? I barely got my own house. And then, all right, anyway, so the meme is, she wants all these valuable, expensive things. And then her offer is a pre-owned cat. Hey, you know what? I love cats. If I have to rescue a cat, I'll do it. Oh, excuse me. He didn't mean an actual cat. Pre-owned cat. Crazy to think that girls in this guy's eye, whoever posted this, don't offer more. And then also crazy to think that girls only want these things. If a girl only wants that, they ain't for me. If a girl only has this, they're also not for me. Pre-owned is also an insane thing to say. What? And also, like, guys can be pre-owned then in theory too. Pre-owned eggplants, right? Let's read this comment. Clearly, RV is the most important thing we can offer this guy. And guys like him, other than the servitude they want from us. Yeah, for real. Like, it's insane. If you are a dude who genuinely only cares about cats, that is insane, bro. Because, like, I'm about to blow their minds, but guess what? Some people, guys and girls, believe it or not, can be very cool and can be very fun to hang out with. I love grabbing an espresso martini with a woman and just talking about goofy stuff. Believe it or not, dude, it can also be fun. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna end it on that note. If you're a Patreon member, we're gonna see you guys there. And remember, for the remainder of just this month, Patreon is discounted just to $5 as a huge thank you for everyone who has been supporting me and plan to be a exclusive member as well, and streaming very, very, very soon. I'll be talking about that in the future episodes. We should be streaming in just about, I'm gonna say 4-ish, 5-ish days, as long as I learn all the ropes. But yeah, love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video.